Namaste, welcome back. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope it's an amazing day for you guys. So if you're new here, if you like my content, please support me, or if you have already supported me, thank you so very much. So in the description box I will have the links of my decks that I'm using in this reading, and all the information will be there. So the topic for today is the messages from your past self, from your present self, and from your future self. So for some of you, the information from these selves, different selves, it might reveal something to you. It might give you some sort of understanding that you need right now in your life. So that's the intention. Okay, so for group number 1, you have the Oba card with the amethyst pendulum. Okay, for group number 2, we have Freya with aquamarine, and for group number 3, we have Math with this crown pendulum, chakra pendulum, not crown, chakra pendulum. So close your eyes, relax, connect with the intuition, and then choose, guys. Okay, so take your time. The timestamps will be in the description box. I will see you in your group. So namaste, group number 1, if you have chosen the Obha, and we have the amethyst pendulum. Let's see what is the message. Your past self has a message for you, your present self has a message for you, and your future self has a message for you. And maybe these 3 selves might give you some information or some revelation that will really be helpful for you guys at this point. Okay, so we have this purple color. I'm getting the purple energy from you guys. Maybe your favorite color is purple for some of you. I can see that, and white color as well. Maybe you are someone who wears a lot of gold. Maybe you're very interested in gold, right? Maybe you have a lot of jewelry that is gold. Okay, yeah. But at the same time, I feel like one advice Spirit is giving you right now: if you need to calm your mind, if you're not so calm, if you're not so stressed, do some sort of rituals when you wake up. It can be a 5-minute ritual, or it can be a half-an-hour ritual, anything that suits you. For some of you, it can be like when you wake up from bed, just saying a prayer, right? A prayer that really makes you feel great, or an affirmation. Or for other people, it can be like taking a morning walk, going out in nature. For some of you, it can be meditation. But bring a lot of calmness right now. You need to bring calmness and peace into your heart. So pick a ritual or a routine that really makes you peaceful, that really makes you happy. It can be cooking as well for some of you, or maybe drinking a tea that makes you very happy, right? Have you avoided something that makes you really happy? So if that is the case, I feel like you need to bring that thing that makes you happy. You need to do that more. Okay. Anyways, let's see. I'm seeing maybe you're seeing a lot of 666. Okay. So what I'm doing is I have 3 tarot cards. For the past self, we are using the Osho. For the present self, I'll be using the Light Seers deck. Okay, and for the future self, I'm going to use this angel tarot cards. Okay, so yeah, and I'm going to pull a charm, take a charm for each self. So for first, your past self. So let's see what is the message from your past self. Okay, what your past self wants you to know right now. I'm just going to take one charm. Oh, bring peace to your heart. That's what your past self is telling you. Maybe you have been a little bit anxious. Your past self is telling you. Anyways, maybe you have been a very anxious person. So bringing peace to your heart. And I was talking about it, right? Your past self is also talking about that. So let's see what your past self wants you to know. What's your past self wants you to know? Friendliness. Oh, maybe for some of you, you might have some sort of disappointment with a friend, and I feel like your past self is telling you it was meant for you guys at that point of your time, right? At that point, this friend was very important, and if this friend has fallen apart, it's okay. Sometimes people grow, people move into a different journey. Sometimes some people don't vibe. Some people are there for they will be there with us for forever, right? They will be with us forever. But some people are just for a period of time, and it's okay if some people have left your life. It's okay if some of the friends that you were very, very, very connected to have gone apart, if this relationship has fallen apart. It's okay. That's what your past self is telling you, right? Maybe in your past you were dwelling upon it, you were stressing about it, you felt very bad why this person left you, right? Maybe they did something, it put you in a place where it gave you a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. Or it can be a person as well, a romantic person, right? A person that you thought that you will marry, but they were just for a specific time only they were, and they left. So don't beat yourself up. Maybe you have that in your past. You were very much stressed about it. You were telling, you should have changed. It's okay. I feel like your past self is telling you it's okay. It's okay. Some people are there for us, some are not, and sometimes some people need to go so we can make room for good people that are best for us. Okay, yeah. So that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, that's what your past self is telling you. Let's see what your past self wants to talk to you, or wants to say. Yeah, look, you have been beating yourself up, right? Maybe this is a past situation. And your past self is telling you it's okay. Some people are there for some period of time. You don't have to feel any guilt. You don't have to feel any kind of shame, right? Maybe for some of you, this relationship didn't work out because you had to move to some other place, right? And maybe right now in your situation, you are dwelling on it. You're getting anxious about it, and your past self is telling you, right? It's okay to let go of certain people. It's okay. You don't have to have that shame. You don't have to have that guilt, right? And it's okay to feel like that way. I feel like that. That's what. You don't have to beat yourself up. I feel like that's what it is. So for some of you, your past self is telling you, yes, you might have gone through a big breakup. Maybe it was because of you. Maybe you had to move to a different place. Maybe because your parents didn't allow. Something was there, okay? Something came between this friendship, and you have that guilt. And here your past self is telling you to let go of that guilt. Bring peace into your heart, right? And sometimes some people fall apart, and that's okay. You don't have to carry the shame, the guilt with you. If you are right now carrying any shame, any guilt, your past self is telling you should be over it by now. Yeah, at that time you were too much, you were feeling too much of that pain. That's okay. I feel like that's what your past self is telling you, to bring more peace into your heart. Wow, look, we have creativity. And yeah, again, for some of you, this can be because your past self is telling you did this because you wanted to go from here to here, right? Sometimes in life, in order for growth, we have to make certain decisions even though we don't want to make, right? For some of you, it can be about your career. If you had to move forward in your career, you might have to sacrifice this relationship or this friendship, right? And that's okay. That's what your past self wants you to know right now. The past self is telling you made the best decision to move on from this thing. Now you don't have to carry any ounce of guilt or shame related to this thing. This was for your own good. This was for your own advancement. Now, right now, your past self is giving you permission to bring peace into your heart by letting go of this thing entirely. Maybe you are a part of this. You're very, very apart. You don't have any contact with this person, but emotionally, somehow, somewhere, you feel guilty, like I shouldn't have left this person. That's that thing that you are feeling. It's time to let go of. Look, with this also, I feel like right now also, did I make the wrong decision? Did I make the correct decision? There is this, look, it starts from 2, and we have this number 2 here, right? Again, the balance is not there. You thought that this person will bring balance, or maybe if there were, you might be thinking like that, maybe if this person was there or this friendship was there, things might be more better. No, maybe not, who knows, right? So here your past self is telling you it's okay that this thing fell apart. You don't have to beat yourself for it. You don't have to sell yourself short. You don't have to do that. You don't have to feel any kind of guilt related to this thing. Okay, so bring peace. And you made the correct decision. That's what your past self is telling you. You have made the correct decision to leave the situation because it was for your own blossoming. This was for you. Because even if you might have stayed here, you might not have been happy. Sometimes we feel like that certain decisions that we took we shouldn't have taken. But here your past self is confirming that you can have that peace of mind right now because this was the best decision that you have made in your life, okay? So if you left someone, if you left a situation, if you left a friend, if you left a person, don't carry any shame, any guilt. It was for your own good. It was for your own blossoming. It was for your desire that you took this step, right? Look, again, we have the silence here. And look, these two cards, if you look at, they are closing their eye, they have closed their eyes and they're feeling that peace. And your past self is telling you, she's giving you the permission to let go of this completely. You don't have to feel like this. You don't have to like, oh, did I make the wrong decision? Oh, I shouldn't have done that in the past. I shouldn't have left that person in the past. No, let it go. Let it go, right? So that's the message from your past self, group number 1. Okay, so next let's see what your present self has to say. Okay, what your present self. I'm using the light seals deck for the present, so I'm just gonna pull out charm. So what your present self wants you to know. End it. Finally, I feel like the present self somehow is telling you to end this thing. Maybe right now also you are thinking about this thing, right? And it's not giving you that kind of calmness or peacefulness. You need to end it. You can only end it. You can only end that shame. You can only end that pain, right? You are giving power to the thing that you don't have any power over. You left that person, it's over. Don't give any more power. By your thoughts you can give. Don't. That cycle has ended. I feel like your present self is also reminding you of that. So let's see what else. So what your present self wants you to know right now. Yeah, this is the time to celebrate your wins. This is the time to celebrate your success. This is the time to not dwell in your past. There might be people who you have left. There might be people who have left you. And that's okay. Now there are people in your life that you can celebrate with. Celebrate with them. Without any shame, without any guilt. The past failures have been done. It's done, it's gone. You don't have to be stuck there. End that cycle right now. Right now, end it. Don't give power to those kinds of past memories. Don't think that if you didn't left that person, things would have been better. No, right now, enjoy this moment with the people. There are, the people now, if you have certain friends, enjoy your life with them. If you have a beautiful home, enjoy the space. Enjoy the comfort of that house. If you have a pet, connect with them. If you have kids, connect with them. Give your all to this thing that makes you happy right now. That should be your focus. Your past is gone. Your past is done. This person has no place, no space. This person is not going to come back. Right? That's what your present self is telling you. They are telling you to enjoy life, to listen to good music, to play music, right? To jump, to run, to play like kids, to enjoy life. To celebrate you. Your present self is telling you to celebrate you, how far you have come. Celebrate you. End these toxic thoughts. End the toxic thoughts related to the past. Okay, so let's see what your present self wants you to know. Yeah. We have 7 of Swords and 8 of Wands here. So for some of you, you are like, oh, this is like some sort of deceptive thoughts you have once in a while, like I should just leave everything now and go back to that past thing, past person. I'm just getting one scenario here, right? It's very specific message, but maybe for some of you it might resonate, it might not resonate, but I'm sharing what I'm getting here. So with the 7 of Swords, it's like a cheating thought you have. Even though you're not cheating someone, you have a cheating thought, right? The cheating thought can be you have gotten married, now you're thinking about your ex. What if that happened? What if that happened, right? You might have left them because of a situation. Maybe you're thinking about it. Let go of that. End that. That's what your present self is telling you. Because this thought is going to give you a lot of negativity. Right? And when we keep on thinking like that kind of thoughts, there is high chance it might manifest. And when it will be manifesting, if this manifests, you will not be happy. That's what your present self is telling you. It can be any kind of deceptive thoughts. Maybe you are secretly doing something that you should stop doing, that you should end. Because right now you are in a place where you have to celebrate yourself, your life, wherever you are right now. This is not the time to get back to something from your past, because it is not going to make you happy. Right now maybe might feel like that, but that's not going to make you happy. That's what your present self is telling you right now. So again, with this 8 of Wands, maybe for some of you are thinking of traveling there, you are thinking of going there. No, it's not it's a bad idea here. It's a bad idea. It's definitely a bad idea. Stop that. So if you have some secrets, for some of you, this can be one more thing. You might have, some secrets of your past, like you're already married and you have some secrets and you're like very worried, what if the secret comes out? What if the secret comes out? And you don't have to think about it. You have to end that thing, that kind of thought. Nothing is going to pull you in a place where you will be shamed. No, nothing of that sort. Right? So celebrate life, enjoy life. If there is a travel opportunity, enjoy that travel opportunity. Be there, be present with the people you are with right now. Like maybe you are present with the people, you are with certain people and you're thinking of the past. That shouldn't be the case. You need to be present with them. You need to be present with your friends. You need to be present with your partner. You need to be present with your kids. Don't think of something that happened in the past and don't give power to that right now, because your life was so much nice if you're being more present with the people around you. Okay? And your thoughts, like again, it feels like you think so much, right? You think from one thought to another. What if that happened? What if I if I didn't leave that person or situation, what would happen? What would be the outcome? Maybe I would have been more happier. No, maybe maybe it would have been a very bad decision, right? I feel like your present self is telling you, and these kinds of thoughts. Because what you made, the decision that you made in the past, you have made the best decision. It was for your own good. It was for your own desires. And right now you're in a place where you need to be present with people instead of thinking about your past, shame, anything, any guilt that you have. This is the time to let it go. Okay? Yeah, look, we have movement. It's high time you need to move forward. Now think about your future, what you can accomplish, right? Yeah, that's what your present self is telling you. Now you have a lot of potential. You are in a place, you're in a place in your life right now where you can accomplish a lot. But you need to believe in yourself and you need to not dwell in the past issues. You don't have to feel guilty about certain things that you did in your past. Maybe you're hiding it from other people. You don't have to feel guilty. Now, right now, just be present with people. And the more you're present, the more you're listening to the people around you, the more you are in this Zen mode, the more you're focused on yourself, the more you are calming your mind, the more opportunities will be presented to you guys that will take you to the next level here. So end this kind of deceptive thoughts or whatever this is. And yes, no one can harm you. If you have that kind of thought that I will go back to the situation, maybe for some of you there was a situation that was not so great for you guys in the past. And maybe for some of you, you have those kinds of thoughts. What if the past situation comes up again? No, you don't have to think like that. This is the time to move forward. This is the time to move forward spiritually, mentally. For some of you, even you might be getting an opportunity to move somewhere. Take that opportunity, move. Move forward. Your present self is telling you, get out of this guilt, shame, and it's time to move forward. Right? Yeah. So that's what the message was from your present self. Now let's see what your future self has to say. Okay. So let's see what your future self has to say. For group number 1, what your future self wants you to know. Oh my God, you're so safe and protected that you don't even recognize. So don't carry any shame or guilt with you. Your angels are with you, protecting you. What you need to do is to look ahead and enjoy your present time right now. Because you're safe, you're protected. Okay? So let's see. You're so much protected. Your secrets are protected. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, so future self. What is the message from your future self? Oh, 8 of Fire. Again, there is movement for you guys. And I even feel like this future self is telling you, the present self is telling you it's time to move forward, move forward. And here I feel like with this 8 of Fire coming here, it's in confirmation that you have let go of those things. Yes, I feel like that. You will be letting go of those things, the shame, the guilt, the past things. You will be out of that. I feel like that. You will have move ahead of that. For some of you, your present self has told you to travel somewhere or relocate somewhere. And I feel like you will be doing that. Maybe you have this feeling right now to move somewhere, to relocate somewhere, and I feel like your future self is telling you that you have already moved on. You have already moved to a different location, to a different country. Yes. So let's see what your future self wants you to know. Okay, 10 of Fire. Yes, again, look, we have the 10. The end of the difficult situation. Right now, I feel like there has been something bothering you. That was your present self and your past self was talking about that. Something from your past has been bothering you right now. And your present self was encouraging you to move forward, right? And you were not able to move forward. And here your future self is like, we have already moved forward. We have already moved forward because we have the King of Fire. We are in a very strong position with ourselves. We are in harmony with our heart and mind. We are not thinking about the past. We are over it. We are completely over this thing. We are completely over the situation. We have healed this thing. Again, with this 10, that's what I'm feeling here. And we are focusing on something that we want to grow. We are being very, very present here. Okay, that's beautiful. That's nice. Okay. Yes, the High Priestess. We are very connected to our intuition here. Right? We are focusing on ourselves. We are focusing on our spirituality. We are focusing on calmness. We are focusing on our strengths. We are focusing on what we need to achieve. We are focusing on our goals. We are focusing on reprogramming our subconscious mind. We are focusing on balance. We are focusing on our mental health. We are out of the situation. We are in harmony with ourselves. Yes. That's what the message is from future self. And let's see the overall final message that you need to hear. What is the final message for group number 1? Okay. What is the final message for group number 1? Yes, wow. Look, for some of you, the final message I would say is to do mirror work. You know, there are a lot of mirrors here. And look at the rainbows. The worst is over. The worst is going to be over. The feeling that you have right now, you'll be over it. You'll be focusing more on yourself, your purpose, where you need to go, right? And again, here, no wrong path. Yes, in the past, you didn't make any wrong decision. It was the correct decision you made. You made the correct decision, right? So do mirror work. That's one of the things that will calm you, that will make you understand more about yourself, that will really help you with self-love as well. So whenever you see yourself feeling very guilty, very shameful, right, because of your past mistakes or anything, I would recommend you to keep a picture of your childhood, right? In the mirror, keep it. And whenever you feel like you are criticizing yourself, you are very harsh on yourself, look at that baby picture of yours. Will you do that to that little child? No, right? So look at it, and when you will look at it, remind yourself, if I'm not going to say that to this young kid, right, this kid, why I'm saying it to me right now, right? So reminding that. Or maybe you can keep a picture of your kid as well and remind yourself, I'm not going to say that to my kid, then why should I say that to myself, right? So yeah, that's the one thing I'm giving you as an homework that will really help you. Okay, I feel like your future self also wants you to know that. So that's all I have for group number 1. Hope it made sense. Hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Namaste. Group number 2. If you have chosen the Freya with boldness, and we have this aquamarine. So let's see what your messages are from the past self, present self, and future self. Okay. So I will be using the Osho deck for the past self. For the present self, I'll be using the Light Seers Tarot, and for the future self, I'll be using this Angel Tarot cards. Okay. So yeah, the first message with this Freya. Oh, you're bold. You're so bold. You don't even realize. You can achieve anything if you set your mind into. That's what your message is. And you can move forward with anything. If you feel like you can do it, you will do it. But if you feel like I cannot do it, you will never do it as well. That can be an gift, as well as like it is your weakness as well, or it is your strength as well. Because yeah, once we think that we cannot do it, we are not going to do it. But once we feel like, yes, I can do it, I'll achieve it, you can have it. You will get it. That's who you are. So sometimes your mind can come in between your goals, and that's what you need to be conscious and aware of. Okay, you're very powerful manifestors. That is also something I'm seeing here. But you need to be in the flow. You tend to think too much about your future plans, and you stay there. That's the only problem that is right now. So you need to trust the process. You need to be in the flow. Okay, so that's very important here. So for that, you will have to adapt a lifestyle where you're not thinking too much, where you are just focusing on the present, right? It's like a reminder that you need to keep. Maybe keep some sort of reminders in your phone that will remind you that that today you have to only do this task, nothing else. Write some affirmations that will remind you that you don't have to think too much, right? Only today, only what you can do today, just think about that. And also one more reminder should be that if you set your mind to something, you can achieve it. But if you don't, if you think I can't, you will never do it. So that's one of the things that you need to change. Okay. So let's see what your past self has to say. So first I will pull out a charm from your past self, what your past self wants you to know. It's easy. I just heard that. It's easy to grow. Yeah, maybe because we have tree of life. It's easy. It's easy to get there. It's easy than you think. It's easy to grow a tree. It's easy to build something in your life. It's easy than you think. That's what I feel like the first message was from your past self. Okay, so let's see what your past self wants you to know. For group number 2, whoever has chosen the Freya card, let's see the past self of group number 2. Please help me with this reading. Thank you. What did the past self of group number 2 wants to know? Oh wow. Easy does it. Your past self is reminding you easy does it. You don't have to force anything. Easy does it. Yes. Look, we have this two opposing cards here. Yes, look. Okay, I will just close this because I'm not sure about YouTube really. Okay, interesting. We have the 5 of Wands energy, then we have the 10 of Cups energy, two opposite energy. 5 of Wands energy, look, they're up in the air, flying up and down. They don't know where they will land because they are up. They're conflicted. They are in chaos because they're thinking how I'll make it happen, how things will happen. Easy does it. This person is aligned, right? He's thinking in positive energy, right? He's thinking the good that will come to his. He's thinking in harmony in a way. He's aligned. He's thinking in harmoniously. Sorry, he's thinking harmoniously. Okay, so that's the difference here. One thinks it cannot be done. It's going to be very tough. They are preparing for the future. They're writing about all the goals. They're very logical. They're thinking this could go wrong. That could go wrong. What if that goes out? Lot of thinking. But the other person is like, okay, I trust in divine. I'm going to take action, small steps every day. And the one thing that I need to do is to align myself. I need to be in a positive space. I need to feel the joy in order to get the joy. So there are two opposing factors here. And your past self, I feel like, is reminding you that you have done this in your past. So maybe, the message right now that you need to hear from your past self is, in the past as well, you were conflicted. But remember those times where you got your manifestations, when you focused on the joy, when you focused that you can do it and you made it happen, right? You received whatever you wanted to receive, right? You look at your past. Maybe your intuition have been correct many times. Your feelings have been correct many times, and you made it. You achieved it, right? You achieved it. So many things. So why right now you are conflicted? Why can't you get into the energy of joy? Because joy is the highest vibration. The more you get into this joyful vibration, the more you're going to receive. You will not have to force it. You will not have to feel disappointed over and over again. But right now you are. Look, again, it's a feeling like you are getting the results. You're focused on results and you're getting the disappointing results, and then you're focusing more on that disappointment and you're getting the disappointment results again and again. But here your past self is telling you is, you don't have to try this much. Easy does it. So if you want to receive something right now in your life, your past self is telling you, you have done this in the past. You have done this in your past. That's what your future self is reminding you. Again, we have this 8 of Wands as the back of the deck energy. Things have come to you very quickly. You have you have gotten some sort of success in the past very quickly because you were in the energy of the joy. You were not in the energy of the chaos at that time because you were not thinking too much at that time. You were just focusing. So again, you might have started something in the past and you got that beginner's luck because you were not thinking too much. Maybe you were just enjoying the process. You learned something new and you just put all your work to people and people liked it. You gained a lot of attention. That's how you got it in the past. You received it. So maybe right now also, this is the mechanism that you need to do. This is the strategy that you need to apply. Easy does it. Don't you force in order to get to your manifestation. Come in the vibration of joy. The more you are in the vibration of joy, the more you're feeling joyful for the small things, the more you're going to succeed and the more you're going to receive. So trust your intuition, trust your feelings, and be in the energy of joy and give gratitude to the small things that you receive in your life. For example, when you wake up, I would recommend a practice here. If you want to do it, okay? When you wake up, just sit on your bed, close your eyes, relax, take few deep breaths, just relax, and then count downwards like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That that is the state that's very good when you wake up. After waking up, you are in this state of theta state. It's a very good state to manifest. At that time, you can just say to yourself, when you get when you reach the level 1, just say to yourself, today is a good day. Happy surprises come to me. Then you can just chant it for like 2 or 3 minutes, or maybe you just say it once or twice. That's up to you. Then you can just come back like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and get up and go do your task, and then notice how many happy surprises you get that day. You will get, I'm sure you will get it, and write it down. That's how you can, focus on the energy of joy more and more and more. So keep a notebook where you will note your happy surprises. Maybe someone will buy you a coffee. Maybe there will be only green light when you're going for work. Maybe you will find something that you have been searching for so long. And note those happy surprises. And as you note those happy surprises, what is happening is you're getting into this positive vibe. You're focusing more on the happy surprises rather than what's not working. Rather than, you're not focusing on the conflict or chaos. And as you do it, you will see the things that you want to grow in your life is going to grow. This is the exact message from your past self. Wow, your past self is so mature, I feel like that. Okay. So let's see what your present self has to say to you, okay? For group number 3, your present self. Okay, I need to drink some tea. Maybe you also need to drink. Maybe your throat is not that great right now. So maybe your present self is telling you to drink a hot tea or a hot chocolate. Yeah. Oh, I'm even getting for some of you, if you're denying yourself some foods that you've been craving lately, eat it in moderation. Maybe your body needs it, okay? Maybe your body needs those food. That's what your present self is telling you. So let's see with the one charm from your present self. Oh, you got 2. You have been stubborn with your vision, guys. You have been stubborn. That's what it is. You have been literally very stubborn with something, with the vision of yours. And that's why there is a lot of chaos. That's why you're not seeing the growth. You have a vision. You're focused on that thing. And yes, you will get it in a way you want it, but at the same time you're so focused that it is actually the manifestation is taking more time because you're actually working from chaos, because you're so stubborn. You need to let it go. You need to take the advice of your past self. That's what I have to say. Yes, easy does it. So let's see what your present self wants you to tell you. Yes, oh look, we have the 6 of energy, something, yeah, okay. For some of you, this is the past work you did, you got the success and you were like, in the past I got the success, why I'm not getting. The reason is, the one of the reason has been talked by your past self, because you are not in the vibration of joy. Because when you started this thing in the past, the skill that you learned, you were just focused on that work more than the outcome. You were focused on learning the skill, right? But now you're not focused more on the learning. You're more focused on how this vision will come, how I'm going to make this much money by the future, in the future, how this will grow. Like, too much focus is on that. And what is happening, it's a good thing, you're planning for the future. Your present self is telling you're planning for the future. You have big vision and it's a very, very good thing. But what is the problem here? What is the problem here? You're not finding joy in it. You're a little bit conflicted inside of you. Even though you love this thing, you're very passionate of this thing. Maybe you're working really hard, but there is this fear. What if this doesn't take off? What if I fail? And at the same time, you're thinking, in the past this worked, but why this is not working now? Why I'm feeling stuck now? It's because you're not finding that joy. You're overworking, you're overburdening yourself. Maybe you're thinking a lot about the result. You know what? Your present self is telling, have a vision. You're going to grow this thing from the past. In the past you have grown this thing. You're going to grow it again. There is no doubt there. But if you're not going to be happy, if you're just focused on the stress, you will go see more of it. And the manifestations that you want, because in the past this thing manifested and you're like, I manifested it. But why this is not manifesting now? Because you're not finding the joy. So your past self gave you a very excellent thing to do with the happy surprises. Do that, guys, because I am sure things will change for you guys. Okay, that's what your present self is telling you. So let's see what else. Wow, look, 9 of Pentacles. From 8 to 9 you're going to go. This is what you want. This is your vision, right? You want to get to this Nine of Pentacles. You want to have that ripe fruit. You have been you are getting impatient because you have been waiting that fruit to get ripe, but it's not getting ripe, right? But yes, it is going to get ripe. Again, this person is aiming for this Nine of Pentacles with this Eight of Pentacles, right? They have worked upon this thing. They have a skill, they have a passion, they have a business that they want to grow. In the past, it grew. They were very happy about it because they were in the vibration of joy. But right now, they are not. They are stressing about how this will work, how that will work. They are stressing too much about their future, and they are not in the vibration of joy anymore. They are not enjoying the skill. Yeah, maybe they enjoy this thing, but they are not coming from a place of freedom, right? They're coming from a place of stress, and that needs to go. And the moment you're freeing yourself from that and you're focusing the energy of joy, this fruit will be yours. You will get what you want, the vision that you're aiming for. You want to create a name for yourself, right? And you will create it. That's what your past self is telling you. So easy does it. As as your past self told, the present self is also telling you, easy does it. You don't have to be stubborn. You can create what you want to create. You have that vision. You are going to create a name for yourself. You will have that individuality that you are aiming for, right? You want a brand. Yes, you will be able to do that. Maybe you're doing that, but it's not going anywhere. Right now, come back. Enjoy the work. Enjoy. Come from the place of joy. And give your work out. You will get the success that you want, and your highest, your present self is telling you that. Free yourself, like the bird. Don't put yourself in a cage. Don't put your mind in a cage. Yeah. Look, free yourself. The World card. For some of you, I feel like your present self is telling you to take a break where you can go and relax and come back. Things will move forward for you guys. Maybe you're not giving yourself a break. You've been working really, really hard. And yes, the individuality that you want to create, you're working on yourself, you will be able to create. So what you give, you get, with this, like the snake, right, eating its tail. So if you're giving yourself the freedom, if you're in the energy of joy, you're going to get this thing. The energy will move very fast. It will not be stuck. Right now you are trying one step, but when you come into this energy of joy, you will be able to skip like 5 to 6 steps. That's what your present self is telling you about. Okay? So now let's see what your future self has to say. Yes. So let's see what your future self has to say. Group number 2. What your future self wants you to know. We have the same charm. Okay, I'll take one more. Yes, your vision is going to come true. I feel like that. That's what your future self is telling you. Oh God. Oh, we have the parrot. Okay. Let's see, okay. I feel like more and again, what is this? This parrot? Parrot is like people talking a lot about you. Maybe there will be people who will see your success and will be talking a lot. Maybe for some of you, there will be jealous people around you. And don't mind them, okay? But people will be talking about you. You are going to be seen, guys. That's what the future self is telling you, okay? Wow. The vision that you have, now other people will see that and talk about it. We'll talk about it. You will be seen, you will be recognized. That's what your future self is telling you. Let's see what your future self has to say. Group number 2. We have the Tower. Okay, I don't feel like it's a negative thing. I'm feeling very positive actually. We have 9 of Fire. Yes. You stood. You didn't give up. You didn't give up. Your future self is so proud of you. Group number 3. That's what I feel like. Okay, I have a card on the floor. Let me take that. We have the King of Earth. Okay. And we have 3 of Air. Again, yes. This look, we have this life experience and 3 of Air. Again, your future self is talking about the thing that you have been facing, right? you tried to build. Right now maybe that is the situation, that's what your future self is telling you, right? You have been trying to build a tower, and you're feeling like it's falling apart and it's breaking your heart, right? But you are in this energy of not giving up. Yeah, you know that this is meant for you, that's why you're doing the work. But once you see that falling apart, you have the fear, what if other people will look at it and feel like that I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, sometimes that can be also the thing. You started something and it worked well, and now things are not working well. Now maybe you're thinking, what if people gossip about me? But you're very strong, you're stubborn in that way, like I'm not going to give up, but you're not coming from the place of joy. And your past self has given you an example, right? The best advice your past self has given you, and your future self is also saying to acknowledge that, because I feel like you're very wise people, you're very, very wise people. You're very spiritual people, group number 2. I can see that. Maybe for some of you already doing you do meditation, you do all those things, but right now somehow you're not able to come into this energy of joy. Again, with this 9 of fire, with this pain, you're dwelling a lot of, you're giving your power to disappointments. You're attaching yourself with the disappointments, you're attaching yourself with the results. That's what you need to let go of. And once you find the joy with this king of earth, you're going to get your goals, you're going to be recognized, you're going to make so much money, you're going to balance your life, family life, your you will get the money, you will be able to the business, whatever business that you want to do, you will be able to grow in that business. At the same time, you will be able to give to your family what you're making. You will have that much that you will be able to provide gifts, you will be able to take care of your family. That much you will be able to make. Again, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you are offered, the Midas touch. And what is the Midas touch? Midas touch is something you touch, it becomes gold. You're getting the success, right? Yes. So yes, this was needed, in a way. I feel like this experience that you had, it was needed. It was very much needed to make you understand sometimes easy does it, right? Sometimes you don't have to overdo anything. Sometimes you need to align yourself first and then take action. Sometimes the chaos and complex overthinking will not work. But once we start letting go of the attachment to the results, once we start believing more in divine and not give up, because we know that divine will take care of ourselves, and we believe in ourselves, we believe in divine, and we take action, it will give the fruition, right? So yes, you are going to get that success, you are going to get that fruition, and many people will be recognizing you, talking about you, seeing you, and the things that you have been waiting for, you are going to get it. So that's what the message is from your future self, group number 2. And I have one more message here, the final piece of information for group number 2. Final piece of information for group number 2. Okay. We have voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. Look, you're so supported. I have one more card, it's on the floor, let me take it. And you have the Stargate heart chakra opening, unlocking generosity. Okay, again, your angels are with you, helping you, giving you a lot of messages, signs, synchronicities. So the more you're focusing on the happy surprises, you will be seeing how your angels are protecting you, taking care of you. So note these things. And yes, you are not alone. Believe in yourself, you are not alone. Be confident in yourself. You are going to get the support that you need, but for that you have to open your heart. The more you are open to joy, the more your heart will open. So maybe for some of you, helping someone will give you a lot of joy. Do that. Maybe for some of you, spending quality time with someone will give you joy. Do that. So what makes you more joyful? Do that. That will open your heart. And the more your heart is open, that's how you're going to receive what you want to receive, right? But you're not alone in this thing. Yes, you have been going through a period of frustration, of disappointments, of pain, but believe, stay strong, because the thing that you want, the success that you want is coming. And yes, you will be recognized here, okay? So one of the, your past self gave you the excellent advice. Keep that in mind. And the another advice I feel like your future self is talking about is to do one kind thing, maybe feeding birds, maybe giving compliment to someone, maybe smiling more, maybe calling your friends when they need being with them. That's something, some sort of activities that will put you in higher vibration, because helping someone puts us in higher vibration. Do that, okay? More of that. Your visions that you have for yourself, it's big visions, big dreams, it's going to come true. You will make it happen, okay? But the only thing is the disalignment I feel right now with your heart and mind. The more you open your heart, the more you will be aligned, and the more the success that you wanted will happen. Yeah, so that's all I have for group number 2. Hope it made sense, hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Namaste. Group number 3, if you have chosen the math with justice and this chakra pendulum, let's see what is the message from your past self, present self, and your future self. Okay, so with this, like the scales are going to be balanced here for you guys. That's what I feel like. The justice that you want, you are going to get the balance. Your karma is balancing. That's one thing I see here. Yeah, things are going to be in balance. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Osho deck for your past self messages, light seers for your present self, and this angel deck for your future self. Okay, so let's see what your past self, what your present self, and your future self has to say to you. Okay, so I'm just going to take one charm. So let's see what your past self's main energy is, what she or he wants to tell you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have an elephant. Wow, you're very wise people. Maybe you don't acknowledge it. You're very courageous and very wise. At the same time, with this elephant, what I'm getting here, past self is reminding you that you fight for your loved ones. Like that, fight for yourself as well. You're so nurturing, but sometimes you forget to nurture yourself. The more you nurture yourself, the more your scales are going to be balanced here, because there is balance coming here, because your heart is so pure. I feel like that. That's what your past self is telling you. So you take care of your family. I feel like you're a very responsible person, but at the same time, you sometimes forget to nurture yourself. So nurturing more, nurture yourself more. I feel like that's what your past self is telling you. Okay, so let's see your past self. What is the messages from your past self? For group number 3, messages from your past self. Look, I was talking about nourishment, right? And you have these 2 cards, the sun card, the innocence, and look, the child, adventure. Sometimes you take care of people, you kind of take care of what other people want. You do whatever is needed for them, but in that you somehow lose your joy. It feels like for some of you it's a people pleasing thing, where you want everyone's good, but when it comes to you, you don't nurture yourself that much. So here for you guys, you need to have a play date with yourself. That's what the message is from your past self. Like when you were young, maybe you used to play with birds, maybe you used to spend some quality time with yourself, maybe you did something for yourself, but as the years went by, you stopped doing it. What you do is you put all your energy onto other people for their nourishment, and it's a very great thing to do, and you're getting all the good karma. I get it, but sometimes you actually forget yourself. Maybe there might have been times where you forgot your own birthday, but you remember everyone else's birthday, right? Maybe you even forgot to eat food some days because you were so busy taking care of other people. But now the past self is telling you have done that, right? Now it's the time to come into the vibration of happiness, like a childlike energy, because these two are child. Now you need to focus on yourself. What are your goals? What are your dreams? Write that down. Even if you're in your 50s, it doesn't matter. Even if you're old, don't think that you have passed that age limit. You can go back and learn anything at this time. So again, this is a journey that you need to start. Like a child going to school for the first time. Now start doing something for the first time for yourself. Learn something new. Do some sort of new hobbies. Nurture yourself. That's how you balance. Okay? Because there is a major imbalance here. So let's see what else. Yes, and with this adventure, you will be, as you learn something about yourself, as you start nurturing yourself, you will be learning so much about yourself. And in these years, you haven't learned about yourself because you were never the first priority for yourself, right? So you didn't learn about yourself. And maybe in that only taking care of other people, your life went. But now here, your past self is encouraging you to know more about yourself. What you like. What makes you happy? What brings you most joy? And start doing it. As you do that, you will learn so much about yourself that you haven't learned. Now this is the time. Even if you're in your 60s, 70s, doesn't matter. Okay, this is the time to explore yourself. Know more about yourself and be like the childlike. Come into this childlike energy and have fun. That's what your past self is telling you. You have done so much sacrifices for other people. You have given without any expectation, and it's such a good thing to do. I don't know why I'm feeling so emotional. Maybe your past self is crying for you. I don't know. It's very emotional. They want you to take action on something that will make you happy. They don't want to see you like that. Yeah. Like this old man is playing with his grasshopper and enjoying their time on earth, right? They have some certain time and they're going to enjoy those time. Right now, whatever about your time you have left, enjoy that. Find a passion. Find something about yourself that you want to do every day. You have done so much for other people. Now it's time to nurture yourself. Now it's time to explore yourself. How can you explore yourself? You have done enough for your children, maybe you have done enough for your parents. I don't know. Whoever you are, at whatever age you are, you have done so much for other people. Now come back to yourself. I feel like it's like it's very emotional. I'm feeling really emotional, okay? And I feel like it's your past self telling you, come back to me, like come back to that childlike energy, right? You have grown so much, you have become an adult, you're so serious now. Yeah, you have been taking care of other people and now you need to take care of me. Like your past self is demanding in a way, like take care of me, that inner child, take care of me. And I don't want any more cards. I don't feel like taking any more cards here for you guys. Yeah, that's when the major breakthrough will happen. That's when you will discover something about yourself. That's when you will get justice. That's when you will get what you want, what your soul is craving. Because you have not been listening. You need to listen to your soul more. You need to make time for yourself. And I feel like it's not an order from your past self. It's actually a request. She or he is requesting to come back to yourself. To come back to yourself, to that inner child, to ask those questions. What you used to do in your childhood. What was, how was your room? Do you remember your childhood room? What was your favorite thing in your childhood room? Do you remember? What was the activity that you loved during your childhood days? Come back, ask those questions. Enjoy and know more about yourself. Enjoy life, nurture yourself. That's how you will find happiness actually. Maybe you are someone who thinks that I'm giving, I'm not getting anything, right? Maybe you have been complaining. And this is what your past self is telling you to do. Your past self, that's what your message was from your past self. Let's see what your present self wants you to know. Group number 3. Okay. Oof, that was a, I'll just sage. It was really an emotional message. I really feel like your past self is really emotional, and I don't know, it feels like you need to dig deeper, you need to know more about yourself, you need to nurture yourself. Let's see what your present self wants you to know. Commitment. Yes. Oh my God, your present self wants you to commit to yourself, your desires. Like the past self is calling you to listen to your inner child, take care of yourself, nurture yourself, have a hobby, commit to it. Start something and commit to it. That's what your present self is telling you. Yes. Can you do that? Can you commit to yourself? Maybe already you have been thinking about joining a class. Maybe you are thinking about something like a hobby, but maybe for some of you, maybe you have already started. Are you committing to it? Are you committing to yourself? You need to commit to yourself. You need to marry yourself, guys. That's what your present self is telling you. Maybe you have been married to other people, right? You have been married to your cooking, and you have been cooking for other people. Good, right? Maybe for some of you have been married to this person and taking care of this person. Yes, you did it. Maybe you have been married to your job, and you have been doing that and doing that. Now you need to marry yourself and take care of yourself. You need to commit to yourself. You don't need to do it every day. 24 hours you don't have to do that. One thing, like pick up a hobby, pick up something that you love and do it for 15 to 20 minutes. That's what is enough. And that's how you will realize more about yourself, and you will be able to take inspired action. The more you take care of yourself, you will be able to take care, you will be able to take care of other people as well, and you will be able to take some sort of inspired action that will make you really, really happy. Yeah, studies. For some of you, hobbies, studies. Get back to studies for some of you. Yeah, sometimes, oh, I'm in my 60s. I don't know how to use computers. But right now, in this generation, we need everything with computers we have to do. So if you're someone making that excuse, stop making that excuse. Commit yourself to learning. Go back and learn. Learn that. Join a course. Read books. Read about it. Try, learn new technology. Do that. Commit yourself to that thing. Don't feel like that you have to be dependent on someone to do certain things. Right? You don't have to. Learn it. Go for it. Challenge yourself. Like a small child. It's more about learning. The young. Now it's time for you to learn. Get back to that thing. Learn. Research. For some of you, starting something online, commit to it. Maybe you are taking an online course and you haven't given that commitment because you didn't have time. Commit. That's how you will get from this place to this place. That's how you're going to get the breakthrough. That's how you're going to find yourself, what you want. You have a life purpose. Everyone have. And you're meant to do that thing. That's how you're going to balance your karma, right? You are more than taking care of other people. You're more than that. You have something that you need to do here, and it's time to commit to that. Look, we have Three of Pentacles. Well, look, again, if you look at the Queen of Swords, I would say that she is the most selfish in a way, right? She's the most selfish of all the queens, I feel like. She's going to take care of herself, then only the next thing, right? She's cunning, she's blunt. And here you haven't been that, right? You haven't been that person. And here I feel like that you have been someone who has been taking care of other people, doing every good to other people. You haven't been setting boundaries. But now you need to do that, right? For some of you, if you're mothers, right now you have grown-up children, an example here. And now what is happening is your grown-up children are telling you to take care of their young kids. And you're like, oh, that's my thing. I'll nurture them. I'll take care of them. Then again, the same process. Taking care of a child is so much of work, right? And being not appreciated for it. You don't have to do that again. Now what you need to do is to learn. Develop your skills. Learn something new. If you don't know about technology, learn it. If you don't know how to use certain things, learn it. If you don't know a language, if you wanted to learn a language, learn it. If you want to travel, travel. If you want to meet new people, meet new people. If you haven't met your friends for so long, meet those people. If you cannot, if you are not able to learn something, collaborate with people. Take an online course. Go somewhere and learn where they're giving, services, providing services. Go join. Set your boundaries. Be cunning. I don't know. This is what your present self is telling you. Commit to yourself. Marry yourself. Be blunt. If you want to say no, go say no. And do something for yourself. That's what you need right now. That's how the scale will be balanced actually. If you don't give anything to yourself, you're not going to get it. So you need to be like the Queen of Swords. You need to set your boundaries. You haven't set boundaries for very long. You have, maybe you have allowed people to walk all over you. Now, no, you have enough knowledge also, I feel like, that how people have been walking all over you. This is the time to prioritize your health. This is the time to prioritize your well-being. This is the time to do something that makes you happy. Maybe you feel like taking care of your children will make you happy. Yes, maybe it will make you happy. But if you're seeing yourself frustrated, too much of work, and maybe it's not making you happy. And in a way, I have to say that it is not your duty. It's the duty of the people who have brought that child. It's their responsibility. Yes, you can love them, you can pamper them, but taking care of them from morning to night is not your duty. Someone needs to hear that, okay? Maybe for some of you, you're taking the duty of your parents, right? Maybe you're taking care of your siblings. No, it's not your duty. It's your parents' duty, okay? So these are the hard truths that your present self is giving you. This is the time to commit to your studies. This is the time to commit to your work that makes you happy. This is the time to collaborate with people, make new friends. This is the time to enjoy life that you haven't had for a while. Okay? So that's what your present self is telling you. Yes, look, pack your bags and leave somewhere. For some of you, look, she has packed her all the bags because it's so much to carry. She's carrying so much of load. So she's just going to take what's hers and she's leaving. Because enough is enough, isn't it? Enough is enough. Now she will know. That's when she will know herself. That's when she will recognize her own power, because she has been the lion. She or he. I'm saying she because I am she. That's why I'm sorry for that. But you have been the lion. But somehow people told you that you are not, and you are like here in this energy, 4 of Cups, thinking that universe is not giving you anything, you're waiting, you're bored, you're thinking that this is life, this is how you have to live life. No, you can have more excitement, more fun, right? More fun. So listen to the drum, the music of your soul, and free yourself from the baggage that you are not meant to carry. Yes, free yourself from those things, right? Free yourself from the people who put you in a place where you feel like you have to give, and they might pull you down and they might get what they want, but you're not getting anything, right? So this is the time to meditate, to contemplate, to reflect, and what journey you want to go on, how you want to live your life. You need to contemplate how you want your next years to be. Write down. Do you want to have the same experiences or different experiences? This is the time to evaluate that. Yeah, this is the time to let go of the past. You don't have to live like your past. This is the time to make that change. Group number, look, this is the time to have a hobby, to work on a skill that makes you happy. And to be like this 9 of Pentacles, where you're feeling joyful, happy, right? That's what the message is from your present self. Wow. Okay. So let's see now what your future self has to say. Okay. Wonderful. I feel like your past self is a little bit emotional, wanting you to nurture yourself, and your present self is like, stop this, all this. Start doing, start taking action. She's a little bit like very strong. I feel like that. She or he, I'm sorry if I'm saying she. You can, because I'm a female, that's why. Okay. So let's see what the future self has to add. Say, okay. Oh wow, we have the lotus blossoming. It's your time to blossom, guys. It's the time to blossom into the person you are. You have been living a life because of the environment, because of the people told you that's the thing, that's the thing. So you have been following people, right? You have been doing what others wanted you to do. Now this is not the time to do that. It's time to blossom, and I feel like you are going to blossom. So it doesn't matter, your future self is telling, even if you're in an environment where there are negative people, or you're in an environment where you feel like you're not going to get that opportunities, your future self is telling you, you can rise above that. Like the lotus. If the lotus, the lotus grows in muddy environment, but when it blossoms, it's so beautiful. Like that also, you also. Sometimes we limit ourselves because of our environment. We think that it's not possible. But the moment you think that it's possible, and the moment you ask yourself how I can do that, right? How I can get there? Miraculous things will happen. You will get those opportunities, synchronicities. You will be able to see the synchronicities, coincidences like that are not coincidences, God incidences will happen. And you will be able to get that opportunity. But you need to let go of that thinking that it's not possible for me. The moment you start thinking that it's possible for me, the moment you start visualizing like this is what I want to my life next 10 years, like this is the way I want to live, you're going to get that. Right? That's what your future self is telling you, right? So let's see what else. See. What your future self has to talk. Y'all, oh my God, your past self has been telling you to become the person who takes care of themselves. And, again, 9 of Earth, if you look at, she is a person who takes care of her well-being. She is her first priority, and then only other people will come. And you are going to become like that. Again, for some of you, you will be doing something that makes you happy. You will be knowing more about yourself, and you're going to blossom. That's the thing. But the present self has told you so much. You need to work on that in order to become this. But this is very much possible for you guys, right? And you can have every luxury that you want. Maybe you had a dream to buy certain things, right? Maybe you wanted a bag, but you always felt that it's waste. It's a waste. Yeah, sometimes it can be a waste, but maybe this is your dream. You can achieve that dream. But for that, you need to nurture yourself. You need to get to know more about yourself. The more you get to know more about yourself, you will know exactly what you need to do. And setting boundaries is very much important. And the thing that you wanted to buy for yourself, you can buy. You will have money to buy, right? You will have every resources that you want. You will blossom. If you want a relaxing life, you can have that. That's what your future self is telling you. Okay, so let's see what else. 7 of Air. Now you don't have to keep it as a secret, that this is my wish. You can say it loud and have it and wear it and own it. So maybe for some of you, when right now also you are like, oh, I want this thing, but it's a secret. I'll keep it to myself. I cannot share this with someone, and I don't have the money to buy it. But here your future self is telling you the thing that you have been keeping secret, this thing, it feels like a materialistic thing that you really, really want. You have been eyeing on it for a while. We are human beings, we have needs, and sometimes we really have needs. Maybe we look at other people and we are like, oh, that's just a luxury, who needs it? Maybe you have been talking like that, but deep inside you want that thing. It's a secret that you haven't shared with someone. Now you don't have it to keep. You don't need to keep it a secret, because the future you will be buying that and will be owning that and will be enjoying it, right? Again, for some of you, studies. You will be studying something. As I told, the present self wants you to study something, and as you move forward in your future, you will be mastering that skill. Yes, and it will open doors for you guys. It will open many opportunities for you guys. So go back to studying something. Doesn't matter what your age is. It will open more ways. It will give you an understanding that you don't have right now. Again, this can be like, again, you have a dream to study something. You have a dream. This is the time. I feel like the future self is telling you, you will accomplish that thing. You will master it. You will blossom. So don't let any religious belief system or any belief system from past hold you back. That's the advice here. I see your future self attaining that success, that recognition, that status, that money, that you were thinking and it was a secret. Yeah, so that's what your future self wants you to know. I feel like she doesn't want, or she or he doesn't want to give you more information, because I feel like right now you need to focus more on your present and nurture yourself. But the more you nurture, you're going to blossom. There is no doubt here. So let's see the final messages here for your future self. Sorry, for the final messages for group number 3. Let's see the final messages for group number 3. Okay. Oh, look. We have the Merkaba activation, transcendence, ascension, you're rising up. The moment you decide that I'm going to do this, I'm going to nurture myself, it's the moment you're going to move forward. So you need to make that choice. The scales, if you wanted to balance, you need to make a choice that really, really makes you happy. It can be going back to studies. It can be starting something that you have stopped in middle. It's something that makes you really happy, joyful. This is the time to make that choice. And the moment you're making that choice, things are going to be open. Synchronicities will come and you will get the opportunities here. That's the message here. So that's all I have for group number 3. Hope it made sense. Hope it resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.